Hey, hello there and welcome. It's Mr. Whirligig here. Just going to show you one of my earlier Whirligigs I built. This one was maybe after 2 or 3 months after I'd been building them. I came up this way of doing them. By now I'd already decided on a standard propeller, a standard base, which if you look at my previous videos you can see how I make them. And they just slot on top of the pole there, and the whirligig splits down into three pieces just by undoing two screws on the base. You can remove the propeller and its block that it goes through, and then you've got it into three pieces. So you've got the propeller piece, the stand, and the figurine piece, which has got the wood chipper on. All the whirligigs are homemade. I make them all at home. On a jigsaw, a fret saw, I should say, uh, and a band saw. What else equipment I've got? I've got a sander as well, a nice sander. That's most important. But then, if you want to assemble it, it's just a case of connecting the wire armature onto the hooky thing on the end. And once that's on there, which is a little bit fiddly at times, you can then screw the armature bit onto the base. Like most things, you rush to try and do things, and it's always fiddly, especially when you're trying to do it in front of a camera. But we will get it on there in the end, I'm sure. When I actually recorded this, the day I recorded it, the microphone wasn't quite working, so I decided to redo it with a voiceover. So all I'm doing is giving you a little bit of commentary of what I'm up to over the top of the video. And once we've finally done it, didn't take too long, did it? You just line up the two screws. Obviously, it's already been screwed in before, so it's quite easy to screw in now. Just screw it up. When I paint them, I tend to put an undercoat on first to seal the wood and before I put the top coat on. It normally takes two coats of the paint. Try to use vibrant colours if at all possible. And there he is. There he is going round and round and round, chopping up and down quite well. I've slightly changed the design of the wood chopper. With this one, wood chopper here, he just chops with his arm. With the new ones, I got the whole body moving, so I got rid of one pivot point and just got two pivot points. So it seems to work a lot better. Anyway, let's see how we mount it in the garden. Obviously, if you've got a post in the garden, like the one in front here, which is one of my display posts, then it's just a case of screwing the base on top of the pole like that. If you put a pilot hole in first, obviously it's a lot easier to screw in. I'll just put one screw in just to show you. And then the whirligig just sits on top, just like that. It's quite simple, isn't it? There's no fixing, it's not fixed in at all. It just rotates round and round. I've done it that way, so if you do get a gale or the wind blows, or then you can always take the whirligig off and take it indoors, keep it safe until the storm goes past, and then you can put it back without the wind grabbing hold of it and breaking it. If you haven't got a post like this and you want to put it onto a fence, then all you need to do is take the base off. And once you've removed the base, that's it. You just there. I haven't put the two holes in the side, but you can put two holes in, then screw it to the fence like that. Or you can put some strapping round to strap it round whichever way you want. It's quite simple, really. So you got that way. And then, of course, if you're fortunate enough to already have a post, but only a thin post in the garden, you want to mount the whirligig on top of that. you can in fact drill a hole on top of your post. I think the hole has to be a 10 millimeter hole, and if you drill a 10 millimeter hole about 2 or 3 inches, see, I've put a little bit of red tape on there so I know exactly how deep to go. Just drill the hole down. That's it. And then place the plastic liner in the hole. Whee! Simple, isn't it? There it goes. Put the plastic liner in the hole like that, and then you can make sure that you're whirligig. Obviously, you've got to make sure if you do put it on a post like that, that rotate it around 360 degrees to make sure that the propeller doesn't catch anything, and then here sit on top of that, quite happily, going up and down. Yeah, you can see on that one, as you can see, the armature is connected to the arm, and it's just the arm that moves. With the later whirligigs, the arms form part of the body, and I connect the armature to the body, so the whole body moves up and down. If you look at one of the other videos with Woody the woodchopper on, you will see how I've done that, which seems to work quite well. There you go, and he just sits in like that. You can just lift him in and out. Obviously, if you put it outside near the fence, being fitted that well, I suppose somebody could always walk off with it. But there we go. It's not a bad idea just to give the old mechanism a little spray of WD-40 every now and again, as a water repellent to stop it going rusty. We do use stainless steel rods, threaded rods, or stud in with stainless steel shape-proof washers on. The only thing that isn't is the wire. The wire is only galvanized, so that unfortunately will tarnish. But no, they seem to have lasted quite well. We do tend to seal the wood with a primer, so the wood doesn't bloat or do anything. With this one, I've just got a little tree trunk on it. I have done some with bigger trees, so it looks like it's chopping a tree down. But no, it's quite goes round and round and round. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, hope you have. Hope I haven't rabbited it on too long. Hope you enjoy building whirligigs. I've had many years of fun. Unfortunately, I'm no longer doing it anymore. Uh, Being retired and we've left this property that we're at there, and we've downsized, and unfortunately I've lost my shed, which I used to make all the whirligigs in, so I'm unable to make any more now. So all I do now is make the odd one just to order if somebody orders one very special. I like the challenge of making one. Anyway, look after yourselves, be good, and don't forget, be kind to the animals, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. If you'd like to support my channel, you can do so by obviously sharing and liking and subscribing to the channel. But even more, I'd appreciate it more if you'd love to buy me a cup of tea so I can dunk my biscuits into. It would be greatly appreciated. Follow the link in the description. Thank you.